Hi, dear listeners. Welcome to another episode of our English learning podcast. Today, we'll discuss life with family versus living alone. Remember, improving your English skills in speaking, reading, listening, and writing can be fun. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. I am Emma.
And I am Jackson. Let's start it. What do you think about living with family, Emma?
Living with family is comforting. It offers support. But it may limit personal growth. You share responsibilities, yet you enjoy company.
How does living alone compare to living with family?
Living alone is empowering. It builds independence, but it can be lonely. You make all decisions, yet it requires self-discipline.
What are the financial benefits of living with family?
Living with family saves money. Bills are shared, groceries are often split. But personal expenses are still yours.
How does living alone impact your finances?
Living alone is expensive. Rent, utilities, and food costs add up. But you control all spending. It teaches budgeting.
Does living with family affect personal space?
Yes, it limits privacy. You share common areas. But you have your own room. Compromise is key to harmony. Jackson, what about personal space when living alone?
Living alone offers complete privacy. You control your environment. But it can feel isolated. You miss company sometimes.
How does living with family influence social life?
Living with family means constant interaction. You're never lonely, but it may limit your social circle. Balance is necessary.
How does living alone impact your social life?
Living alone can be lonely. You have to reach out. But it encourages meeting new people. You build diverse connections.
Is it easier to handle chores with family?
Yes, chores are shared. Everyone has a role. But it requires coordination. Otherwise, conflicts may arise. Emma, how are chores managed when living alone?
Living alone means you do everything. It's demanding, but you have complete control. It teaches responsibility.
What about emotional support in a family setting?
Family provides emotional support. You're never alone, but disagreements happen. It's essential to communicate well.
Is emotional support available when living alone?
Living alone means less immediate support. You rely on friends, but it builds emotional strength. You become resilient.
Does living with family affect your routine?
Yes, family routines influence you. Meals are shared. But it may restrict personal plans. Flexibility is important.
How is routine different when living alone?
Living alone allows complete freedom. You set your own schedule, but it requires discipline. There's no one to remind you.
Does living with family affect privacy in relationships?
Yes, it can be challenging. Family might intrude. But clear boundaries help. Communication is key to balance.
How does living alone influence relationships?
Living alone offers privacy. You control who visits. But it can make relationships harder. Loneliness may occur.
What are the benefits of shared meals with family?
Shared meals foster connection. You bond over food. But preferences may clash. Compromise ensures everyone enjoys.
What about meals when living alone?
Living alone means you choose your meals. You eat what you like, but it can get repetitive. Planning variety is crucial.
How does living with family affect personal growth?
Family provides guidance. You learn from them. But it may limit risk-taking. Independence is sometimes compromised.
Is personal growth different when living alone?
Yes, living alone fosters independence. You make all decisions, but it's challenging. You learn from mistakes.
Does living with family impact your hobbies?
Yes, family can influence hobbies. They may join in. But it might limit personal interests. finding time is important. How do hobbies differ when living alone?
Living alone means full control. You pursue any hobby, but it requires motivation. There's no one to push you.
What about safety when living with family?
Living with family feels safer. There's always someone around. But it can be chaotic. Trust is essential for peace.
How is safety managed when living alone? Living alone requires caution. You take care of yourself. But you learn self-reliance. Safety habits become second nature. Does living with family affect your career choices?
Family may influence career decisions. Their opinions matter. But it might limit personal ambition. Balance is key.
How does living alone impact career choices?
Living alone allows freedom in career. You choose your path, but it's a risk. There's no one to advise immediately.
Does living with family help in tough times?
Yes, family offers support. They're there for you. But it may create dependency. Developing self-reliance is important.
How is living alone during tough times?
Living alone is harder in tough times. You're on your own. But it builds resilience. You become stronger.
What about health benefits of living with family?
Family can encourage healthy habits. Meals are balanced. But it might limit personal preferences. Communication is key.
How is health management when living alone?
Living alone requires self-discipline. You manage your diet, but it's challenging. Regular checkups are crucial.
Does living with family influence your social values?
Yes, family shapes values. You learn from them, but it may limit exposure to new ideas. Open-mindedness is vital.
How are social values developed when living alone?
Living alone lets you explore values. You're open to new ideas, but it's challenging. Staying grounded is important.
What are the challenges of living with family?
Conflicts arise in close quarters. Privacy is limited. But love and support outweigh challenges. Patience is key.
What are the challenges of living alone?
Loneliness can be a challenge. You're responsible for everything. But it builds character. Independence grows.
Does living with family affect your leisure time?
Yes, family activities may dominate. Personal time is limited, but it's enjoyable. Balance ensures satisfaction.
How is leisure time managed when living alone?
Living alone means full control of leisure. You decide everything. But it requires initiative. It's easy to be lazy. Does living with family help in crisis situations?
Yes, family provides immediate help. You're not alone, but disagreements may arise. Cooperation is essential.
How is crisis management when living alone?
Living alone means you handle crises yourself. It's stressful, but you grow stronger. You learn problem solving.
Does living with family affect your personality?
Family shapes your personality. Their influence is strong. But it may limit individuality. Finding balance is crucial.
How does living alone shape your personality?
Living alone fosters independence. You become self-reliant, but it can be isolating. Staying connected is important.
Thank you for tuning into our podcast. Whether you choose to live with family or alone, both have their own set of challenges and rewards. Remember to practice your English daily, and don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more content like this.